In 1997, a mysterious, unidentifiable sound, dubbed the Bloop, was recorded from the deepest ocean. This baffling acoustic event immediately perplexed scientists, who quickly ruled out all known natural phenomena or marine creatures. The sheer power and unique frequency of the sound defied conventional explanations, leaving researchers with more questions than answers. Initially, many dismissed it as an isolated anomaly, a fleeting, unrepeatable quirk of the abyssal depths. However, the sound persisted, emanating consistently from the very same coordinates in the vast, dark ocean. Its rhythmic pattern, almost like a deliberate signal, began to suggest an intelligent origin, patiently awaiting a response. The scientific community, though publicly cautious, privately buzzed with theories ranging from geological shifts to undiscovered megafauna. What truly unnerved them was the Bloop's uncanny consistency, a relentless, almost purposeful repetition. Over time, an even more unsettling development emerged. The sound's frequency began to subtly shift. This wasn't random. It suggested an unnatural adaptation, a complex learning process unfolding in the ocean's depths. The Bloop was evolving, becoming more intricate, more deliberate, hinting at an intelligence far beyond initial comprehension. When hydrophones detected the sound again, weeks later, it was significantly closer, its intensity now palpable. This proximity shattered any remaining doubts about its active nature and immediate presence. The implications were profound. Whatever was making the Bloop was not static. It was moving, approaching. The urgency escalated, transforming scientific curiosity into a pressing, almost fearful, imperative. A private research crew, assembled from the world's top oceanographers and acousticians, was swiftly dispatched. Their mission was cloaked in the deepest secrecy, a clandestine operation to pinpoint the Bloop's exact origin. No public announcements were made. The world remained oblivious to the silent, critical endeavor unfolding. Only a set of cryptic coordinates and the immense unspoken pressure to uncover the truth guided their journey. The weight of the unknown, the ocean's enigmatic voice, bore down on the crew even before they set sail. They were venturing into the abyss, chasing a sound that defied logic, a mystery that could redefine humanity's understanding. The vessel cut through the waves, a tiny speck against the vast, indifferent expanse of the ocean. Each mile brought them closer to the source, to the heart of the enigma that had haunted scientists for years. The air aboard was thick with anticipation, a blend of scientific excitement and an underlying current of apprehension. They carried advanced equipment designed to penetrate the ocean's veil and capture even the faintest whisper. Yet, everyone knew that what they sought might transcend mere technology, demanding courage and an open mind. The mission was not just about recording data. It was about confronting the unknown, about answering the ocean's call. The crew understood the gravity of their task, the potential for a discovery that could shake the very foundations of science. Their vessel, a beacon of human ingenuity, sailed towards the point where the Bloop had last been heard. The journey was long, filled with silent contemplation and the constant hum of the ship's engines. Every creak of the hull, every shift in the ocean's mood, seemed to amplify the mystery awaiting them. They were prepared for anything, or so they believed, as they approached the coordinates. The ocean's surface remained deceptively calm, belying the profound secrets hidden in its depths. Below them, the Bloop continued its silent, unseen journey, drawing them inexorably closer. The crew's resolve was firm, their purpose clear: to find the source of the Bloop. They were the world's last hope for understanding this deep-sea enigma, a silent vanguard. The pressure was immense, but so was their dedication to unraveling the ocean's greatest mystery. As they neared the target zone, the atmosphere on board grew taut, with a mixture of excitement and unease. The deep ocean, a realm of perpetual darkness, held its breath, awaiting their arrival. The vessel slowed, its instruments now actively scanning the abyssal waters beneath. Every ping, every sonar return, was scrutinized for any hint of the Bloop's origin. The silence of the deep was profound, broken only by the ship's machinery and the crew's hushed voices. They were ready to deploy their submersibles, to send eyes into the crushing darkness. The coordinates marked a point of no return, a threshold into the truly unknown. Their mission was a testament to humanity's insatiable drive to explore, to understand. The Bloop's echo had led them here, to the precipice of a discovery that could change everything. The ocean's surface shimmered under the distant sun, oblivious to the profound drama unfolding. Below, the deep awaited, holding its secrets close, ready to reveal them, or perhaps to claim them. The crew braced themselves, knowing that their journey was just beginning. The truth behind the ocean's enigmatic voice was within reach, yet still shrouded in mystery. They were poised on the edge of a revelation, a moment that would define their careers. The vastness of the ocean mirrored the immensity of the task before them. With bated breath, they prepared for the next phase, the descent into the Bloop's domain. The ship's lights pierced the surface, a fragile beacon against the encroaching darkness. They were entering a world untouched, a realm where the Bloop had reigned supreme. The ocean's depths held the answers, and the crew was determined to find them. Their resolve was unwavering, their commitment absolute, in the face of the profound unknown. The Bloop's echo had called, and they had answered, sailing into the heart of the mystery. The stage was set for a confrontation with the unimaginable deep beneath the waves. Their mission, shrouded in silence, was about to begin its most critical phase. The research vessel, having embarked on its clandestine mission to uncover the Bloop's origin, initially experienced an unsettling calm as it traversed the vast, inky expanse of the deep ocean. The initial days were marked by stable readings and placid waters, a deceptive tranquility that belied the true nature of their quest. However, this deceptive calm was short-lived, for the Bloop soon returned, no longer a distant, abstract audio recording. Instead, it manifested as a palpable low vibration that resonated ominously through the very hull of their ship, a chilling indicator of a colossal, unseen presence lurking in the abyssal depths beneath them. One crew member, his voice barely a whisper, articulated the growing dread. "That's not a sound, that's movement." Minutes later, the ocean, as if holding its breath in anticipation, fell into an eerie, profound stillness, its surface mirroring the dark, inscrutable secrets hidden far below, devoid of any wind or waves. And then, with an almost deliberate malevolence, the sound struck again, this time undeniably louder and closer, enveloping the crew from all directions, an omnipresent force that overwhelmed their sophisticated instruments. It was everywhere, above them, below them, around them, transforming their pursuit into a terrifying encirclement. The vessel's cameras began to glitch erratically, their feeds sputtering into static and distorted images, as if the very light itself struggled to maintain its form against an unseen pressure. Meanwhile, the audio feeds, once crisp and clear, became a cacophony of mimicking echoes, each one a chilling, distorted replica of the Bloop's haunting call, playing back their own fears. The air crackled with an unearthly energy as the equipment struggled, then failed, succumbing to the overwhelming interference. And then, abruptly, all transmissions ceased, plunging the crew into a terrifying silence, cut off from the world above. No distress signal was sent, no wreckage ever found, and no survivors returned from that ill-fated voyage. Officially, the incident was attributed to a catastrophic equipment failure, a convenient explanation for an inexplicable event. Yet, leaked data, salvaged from the brink of oblivion, revealed a chilling, undeniable truth that defied official narratives. The final recorded file wasn't merely silence, it was something far more disturbing and profoundly unnatural. It captured the deep, resonant sound of unnatural breathing, an impossible, guttural exhalation from the abyss, a slow, rhythmic intake and release that spoke of immense, hidden life. This was followed by a new, sharp, distinct sound, not the Bloop itself, but a clear, unequivocal response. It was a short, sharp burst, like a signal acknowledged, a conversation begun in the ocean's dark heart. Weeks later, satellites orbiting high above the Earth detected two distinct signals emanating from the very same location. One was the familiar, persistent call of the Bloop, its frequency now subtly altered, almost expectant, a seeking cry. The other was a new, equally enigmatic sound, answering in kind, a dialogue unfolding in the ocean's deepest trench. The two signals pulsed in a synchronized rhythm, a cosmic conversation echoing through the vastness of space and sea. The site remains unvisited, not due to any technical inability to reach it, for humanity possesses the means, but rather a collective, unspoken refusal born of profound apprehension and a primal fear of the unknown. For whatever made the Bloop is now unequivocally not alone, its solitary existence transformed. And the chilling implication is that if it learned how to be heard, it might already be listening. It might be listening right now to every sonar ping, every distant hum, every whisper across the waves. The ocean, once a vast, silent mystery, now holds a secret that actively communicates. The initial recording of the bloop in 1997 had been a mere prelude, an unwitting first contact. Scientists had dismissed it as an anomaly, a sound that didn't fit any known category. They had not understood that it was a call, a deliberate broadcast into the vastness. The change in frequency, the stretching of the sound, was not random, but a form of adaptation. It was as if the entity was learning, evolving its communication, refining its message. The increasing proximity of the sound, picked up by hydrophones weeks later, was a deliberate approach. It was drawing closer, not by chance, but with purpose, seeking a response. The private research crew was sent to find a source, but they became the unwitting recipients of a reply. Their mission was to observe, but they became participants in an unfolding, terrifying dialogue. The low vibrations through the hall were not just sound, but a physical manifestation of its presence. It was a tactile communication, a tremor that spoke volumes about its immense power. The stillness of the ocean before the second, louder hit was a moment of profound anticipation. It was the calm before the storm, the silence before a revelation of immense scale. The signal coming from everywhere, surrounding them, was a deliberate act of envelopment. It was asserting its dominance, demonstrating its pervasive reach within its domain. The glitching cameras and distorted audio were not mere malfunctions, but a direct assault on their senses. It was a psychological warfare, mimicking their own technology, turning it against them. The distorted echoes, almost like mimicking voices, were a chilling sign of intelligence. It was learning their patterns, their sounds, perhaps even their thoughts. The final recorded breathing was not just a sound, but a declaration of existence. It was a confirmation that something immense and alive resided in the deepest trenches, and the new sharp sound, the response, signified a monumental shift in the narrative. It meant the bloop was no longer a lone, mysterious anomaly, but part of a larger, communicating network. The two signals now, calling and answering, suggest a profound and terrifying new chapter has begun.